Hi, it's Dr. Greg Jantz as a counselor and educator and founder here at the Center Place of Hope. I want to share briefly and quickly about cortisol. Cortisol, yes, it's known as the stress hormone. It has a good role. You think of adrenaline and you think of cortisol. Our body pumps adrenaline, and we get excited, we get stressed, and then after a while of pumping adrenaline, think of it this way. The stress continues, and then I need some cortisol. And I made a couple notes here that are important to remember. Regulates blood pressure. Okay, that's an important role of cortisol. Helps us manage blood sugar levels. This is what it does at proper levels. And it supports our energy and our immune function. All very important things that the stress hormone cortisol does. But what happens if we're chronically stressed and we have too high cortisol levels and we need to reduce our stress and calm our body down? So the problem is this: chronic stress creates insomnia, weight gain, high blood pressure, and at times mood swings and a lot of fatigue. So if I have high cortisol, here's what to look for: sleep issues, insomnia, potential weight gain, likely high blood pressure, potential mood swings, and just a lot of fatigue. So here's some simple things you can do. Think of it this way: I want to lower my cortisol levels naturally. Now, I'm going to also say, so important to be working with a healthcare provider that can supervise and help with the medical issues. These are just a few brainstorming ideas that could be of help. Practice deep breathing. I know do this several times a day. It's the 4-7-8 method. You inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. Basically, all we're doing is slowing down our breathing. A lot of cortisol, a lot of stress, a lot of excitement. Usually we're taking a lot of shallow, frequent breaths. We want to go with deeper, less frequent breaths. So that's why we call this the 4-7-8 method. There's some great information online about this method, by the way. Quality sleep, maybe easier said than done. I used to work in sleep research. I know it's easier said than done, but we do know that poor sleep will worsen the cortisol imbalance. So no screens in the bedroom, no screens an hour before bedtime, no screens like on the nightstand. You're using your phone for alarm, stick it in the closet. But have a pre-sleep routine that's calming. Any concerns you have about the day or about the next day, go ahead, take a notepad, write those down. Ink it, don't think it before you go to bed. Okay? And you could tell yourself, I've written it down, I won't forget, I'll come back to that tomorrow. All right, some exercise. Oh, I know, exercise is the fun word, right? Physical activity lowers cortisol, so even if you're out there, I'm going to walk. I know it's freezing cold or whatever. I'm going to walk for 20 minutes. I'm going to do this every day. Just start there. Really can be helpful. Gratitude. Start a gratitude journal. Putting a point of focus on things that you're grateful for will indeed help you. What do I mean? Well, every day, if I'm writing 2 to 3 gratitudes, it's starting to change my frame of reference. I'm suddenly becoming a little more optimistic about the future. And I really do see the power of a gratitude journal. Try it 30 days, every day, write down 2 or 3 gratitudes. Different things every day. It might challenge your brain a little bit, but super important. All right. Some people find adopting or having a pet. There's something about petting a purring cat, for example. Actually, pets and stress and lowering our stress levels oftentimes go hand in hand. If a pet's not your thing and walking a dog every day it's going to add stress, then this is not going to work. So we just need to, I had a person once who said, yeah, I got an aquarium and I sit there and stare at the fish. Somehow He said, it helps me just relax watching those fish in the aquarium. All right. Time in nature, going for hikes, all this is super important. Nourish your body. Am I getting breakfast? Am I getting protein? Am I making good choices 90% of the time? All this adds up. And sometimes I need to be a part of a group. Maybe it's a self-help, maybe it's a recovery group, but it's a group of others who have had significant stress and trauma. And we are sharing life together. More powerful than what you could ever imagine. All right, boundaries. And really having clear boundaries about what I say yes to, what I say no to. And it really can be exceptionally helpful to begin to figure out what are the things that I really need to put boundaries around where I'm overextending myself and my life. All right. Managing that cortisol level, again, there's times medically things need to be checked out, but we're really talking about creating more balance in your life. We're not going to eliminate stress, but we want to build proactively strength. We want to build encouragement into our life each day, and that's where the gratitude comes in. I've got more information here in the article, but an important topic as we are looking at dealing successfully with stress.